Listening Library presents The House of Quiet by Kiersten White, narrated by Katharine Lee McEwan. For Cassie and Josh, for providing an escape. And for Steph and Jade, for providing a rescue. Prologue. The dizzy game was Magpie's one request before Birdie goes. The room whirls and blurs around them as they spin in circles, hands clasped, until little Magpie can't hold on any more. She flies away. Birdie realizes a moment too late that this isn't going to end well. Magpie watches with those knowing green eyes as Birdie wipes the blood from her split eyebrow. She's only 6, but she's the calmest, sweetest child in the world. Birdie loves her more than anything. It feels unimaginably cruel that in order to help Magpie, Birdie has to leave her. "It's all right," Magpie says. "It's not," Birdie answers through her tears. "You're going to have a scar. Then you'll always know it's me. By my scar." Birdie laughs, sniffling. "I'll always know you, my Magpie." Magpie's expression gets somber, and the lip that didn't so much as tremble as Birdie cleaned the cut begins to wobble. "But you'll be gone so long. You might forget me." "Never. Never, ever. I'm only going away now so we can be together forever later. Once you get the procedure, we'll have a little house. Just you and me." "With flowers," Magpie says, even though flowers don't grow in Soot City. "And books," Birdie adds, even though neither of them can read. "And cupboards full of candy," Magpie finishes, even though she doesn't like sweet things. Birdie does, though. Birdie's counted it out. With their mother and father both working, and Birdie going away to serve in a big house, it will take 6 years for them to earn enough for Magpie's procedure. Birdie will be 16, and Magpie will be 12 then. Maybe Magpie is right. Maybe Birdie won't recognize her anymore. But she'll still know her. She'll always know her. Birdie blows gently on the cut, and then holds her baby sister as tightly as she can. 6 years isn't that long. 6 years, and then nothing will ever separate them again. Chapter 1. A house is not a home. The House of Quiet sits waiting, the only firm, immovable point in a landscape of rot and treachery. Deep within it, a heart beats. The heart of the house feels everyone scurrying around above it. All those little points of heat and life and noise. The heart hates the noise, and it needs it, all at the same time. Inside the house, tucked not where they belong, but instead in the bedrooms downstairs, young people sleep. They're so loud. The people who used to lie in those beds were old. They took the noise away. They didn't bring it with them. But now the young things are there, and the house can never rest. Its heart beats too hard, agitated and twitching, and the housewife feels it and knows that agony, but cannot help it. Yet. The housewife, eyes and hands of the house, drifts down the hallway. The heart squirms and thrashes somewhere beneath them all. She wants to soothe it, to promise that soon, things will go back to how they were. Soon, they'll always have enough. They just have to deal with all the bodies sleeping fitfully around them first. She stands over them, staring, hating them, knowing they must hate themselves too. She presses a hand to a fevered brow and shushes, but it does no good. She's not the one who can take this burden from them. She glances upward in longing toward the second floor. That used to be the noisiest place in the house. There was an order to things then, an even, predictable ebb and flow. Nothing like the strain of how things are now. They explained the change to her so many times, but words are hard to hold on to. All she knows is now she must be careful. But the house isn't built to care, and neither is she. She thinks she might have been once, but it's too hard to think of anything before the house. She's always been in the house, and the house has always been in her. The housewife returns to where she belongs, standing in front of the red circle. She stares into that scarlet abyss and waits, listening to the cries coming from somewhere far beneath. Shh, 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 she whispers, like the whoosh of blood pumping through a heart. Soon. Chapter 2. A Bird in Flight. Maids aren't supposed to be seen, but they're always supposed to see. Birdie tugs on the carriage curtains once more. They're sewn firmly in place. It makes her feel unsettled and vulnerable to have no idea where she is. The driver could be taking her anywhere. She used to watch carriages pass by and dream of what it would be like to ride inside, instead of clinging to the back like a tick. But right now she'd give anything to be hanging on, breathing in the familiar burning stink of Soot City. Able to anticipate anything coming for her. Able to jump off and flee if she needed to. She can't run away, though. Not now that she finally has a destination to run toward. She takes deep breaths and closes her eyes. They're picking up 2 other maids. She has to calm down first. The worst thing she can do right now is look suspicious. Magpie in the tree, are you looking for me? Birdie sings. Voice so quiet it's lost to the clattering of wheels on cobblestones. And then she sings the answer, even though it's Magpie's part, not hers. Birdie in the bush, will you learn to shush? She closes her eyes at the memories of call and answer. Magpie's favourite, other than the dizzy game. The way Magpie always giggled, singing her response. She was convinced she could throw her voice when it was Birdie's turn to look. Birdie bumbled through cupboards and stoves and cabinets in the neighbourhood junk pile, never getting close to where she knew her little sister was. Birdie knows where Magpie is again, at last, and nothing's going to stop her. Birdie's heart rate calms. She retreats into herself and becomes a perfect maid once more. The carriage stops, and 2 young women climb in. One has light brown skin, black hair, and eyes as round as buttons. The other has pale white skin, with an abundance of freckles the same reddish colour as her hair. They're both in sturdy grey dresses nearly identical to Birdie's own. At the minister's house, the maids were required to wear white dresses to blend in better with the walls, which meant they stayed up every night scrubbing and cleaning their own dresses after scrubbing and cleaning everything else. Most nights Birdie barely got 3 hours of sleep, between waiting for the other maids to drift off and visiting her friend. Despair and guilt litter her mind at the thought of that last locked door that never...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?